paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon it, people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoke and rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart it starts to pump. Cause more them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. This NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause more them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
Hey, you're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
Everybody applaud my editor. Everybody applaud my editor right now. I was sitting here. I was sitting here doing my intro, eating some chicken tendies, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, Why is it sitting at 60 viewers almost at the end of my intro? I'm like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. And I look at my last couple of videos and I'm like, why is everything so nuked? This is so weird. Maybe it's just over. And then I look and he has the category for everything on my channel set for gaming, which you cannot do on YouTube because it will nuke you into orbit if your channel's not a gaming channel. So my stream was just set on gaming. So it's being sent to like gaming live algorithms, and I'm not even fucking gaming. Talk about Hassan and Asmongold. So now this whole stream is fucking boo-fooed and ruined, and all I have to blame is Ginger. This sumbitch. Everybody message Ginger and call him a bitch. Call him a bitch, because it's going to be Ginger's fault that the Naked Snake streak dies today. It's all his fault. Son of a bitch, man. 40 likes until 100. Let's try to freaking survive this shit. Keep in mind, I said it on Entertainment last show. Specifically, we had almost 1,000 viewers. God damn, Ginger, you got my ass again. He got my ass. That son of a bitch got my ass. He ruins my life. He literally ruined. He showed up to my race in booty shorts in Texas. What a travesty this man is. Well, let's try to survive tonight, guys, because it's going to be a shit show. Big shout out to Billy Hatcher, trying to keep the Naked Snake streak alive. Says, hope you do well in the race this weekend. Did y'all see the protesters getting trapped by the Columbia University officials? Find that shit really hilarious. They don't let themselves out with an ID, which is comical. I did not see that. And yes, I'm excited for Kansas. Thank you so much, Billy. I love you. First pink boy, only pink boy. 450 to Naked Snake for the 452nd time in a row. So, that being said, I actually want to talk about something real quick that is so insane to me. And I don't consider myself intelligent at all. Never really have. But I don't have a hard time like working out things. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't necessarily think is a sign of intelligence at all. But that being said, if you guys don't know or you don't fly regularly, May 7th, which is today, is the first day of the Real ID requirement for flight, for air travel. If you don't know what that is, the Real ID is an ID that you have to go get, and you have to take a mortgage agreement or rental statement. You have to take a utility bill with your address on it. You have to take your birth certificate, your social security card, and your W-2 or 1099. And also, depending on what state you're in, you're not going to get it. Depending on what state you're in, you're not getting it. So, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But you have to go get this Real ID. It's pretty awful to get. And then they'll permit you to fly on airplanes. That's what the Real ID is being sold as, right? Here's what they don't tell you. The Real ID has nothing to do with air travel at all. The Real ID, the reason everybody's pushing it, and there's articles and people scaring you, is because it's making a ton of money for the government, and they can track you because it's your social security card, your W-2s, your birth certificate, and everything all rolled into one. That's the whole point of it. But what people don't realize, because they start panicking because they don't have a Real ID. Oh no, I don't have a Real ID. I can't fly. That's not how this works. Okay? That's not how this works at all. What is it? Shapiro versus Thompson, 1969? I'm pretty sure that's it. I could be wrong. The 14th Amendment extends to air travel interstate, meaning that it's unconstitutional to require an ID to board a plane. That's it. That's it. But for some odd reason, everybody thinks they're just going to get turned away at the damn gate. No, you won't at all. That's not how air travel works. You don't need an ID to travel, and you still don't, and you won't, because it's against the 14th Amendment. This has always been a thing, at least since 1969. At least. Technological advancements do not trump the Constitution. Oh, planes are different. No, an AR-15 is no different than damn. What is a musket? Is a parchment different than social media? This is how all these things, all these things exist. Big Mike says, well, you need an ID to get through TSA. No, you don't. That's not true. It's against the 14th Amendment, Big Mike. It's not true at all. So here, let's think about this, Big Mike, for a second. You go to Hawaii. You lose your wallet. You no longer have your real ID. Do you just fucking live there now, Big Mike? Are you now a Hawaiian resident, Big Mike? I live here now. How unfortunate. It's the unspoken rule, Big Mike. It's the unspoken rule. You are required to have an ID to travel on a plane. If you do not have an ID, you have to accept further verification. It has been this way for 50 years. It's not going to change. You don't have to have an ID. You can just go. I know it sounds insane, but I lost my ID last year when I was traveling for races. I had 5 races in a row and I didn't have an ID. And I just got on planes and shit. The same thing applies to the real ID. The real ID went into effect today. You can go to the airport right now and you can get on your plane without an ID. And they'll say, you better get your real ID. And you'll say, okay. And then you'll get on the plane. That's the end of it. That's it. That's it. Why? Because it's unconstitutional to refuse people air travel for your special plane bucks, plane approved buck ID. No, it's unconstitutional. They'll tell you have to have it, right? They'll tell you have to have it, but then you just board your plane because the 14th Amendment exists. That's how that works. The real ID speeds things up? No. Well, maybe 10 years from now. By the way, Forbes released the news that the real ID is actually technically not going to go into full effect until 2027 now. So it's been pushed back 2 years. But that's fine. Let's ignore that for a moment. Once enough people go through the non-ID compliant line, the supervisor that's doing call to auth, if there's more than 3 people, they'll turn that off and you'll just go through the line. People that were panicking all over Reddit today, all went and got on their flights today and they're like, wow, nothing happened. Yes, and nothing will. They may give you a lecture. That's as much as you're going to get. So, damn, Cody, you traps accused. That's all the pizza I'm eating. Okay. Mr. L, we love you. What's up, baby? How you doing? We're talking about Asmongold today, getting absolutely lit up. Oh, my boy, my poor Roach King. He falls through the attic. He falls through the floor because he's kind of retarded. Now, look, I don't want to shit on Asmongold too much, okay? But Asmongold thought it was appropriate to walk on the fucking sheetrock. Asmongold unironically walked on the sheetrock instead of the damn struts, the beams. That's how zero life experience Asmongold has. He thought he could just walk on the freaking sheetrock, and he fell immediately through his ceiling, almost died, and then Hassan's lighting his ass up. Poor guy. I didn't know you couldn't do that. K to the Swiss. What's up, Slobber Pocket Smasher? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the show, buddy. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Katie the Swiss. Rage for the cheeks. 4 months. Thank you, dude. 2 for the Goomba Slag Lust. Oh, my God. Thank you, dude. Tug Simp says, fine, ignore me. You know what? Tug Simp, eat my ass. How about that? How about that? How about that? What's the, you said, what's the 14th Amendment? The 14th Amendment, if I recall correctly, is the amendment that allows people in the country to have the right to openly travel throughout the Union of Connected States in the U.S. There was a lot of issues where the government was not allowing people to travel depending on the mode of transportation throughout the last 300 years. It always goes to the Supreme Court, and then they always lose. So, yes, has been extended to air travel. Vin Lee, what's up, baby? My favorite tiny dark gad. All right, look, I'm on fire tonight. Everything on my side is looking all right. I'm the Pow Power original B-boy traditional. Let's go. Malty shot red. What's up, baby? Dial Raider. How you doing, baby? Roach King. We love the Roach King here. We love the Roach King. So before we get into everything else, here, guys, I got an announcement to make. This is a big announcement, everybody. I hope you're paying attention, because if you're not, you're bad friends. Here's the big announcement. June 7th and June 8th of June, I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina as a guest to the Game and Geek Expo. I will be there for 2 full days giving away free merch. And I'm going to have a lot of it, so you better be there. And you can use a custom code to get your VIP tickets, Chase20. Chase20. Okay? Come see me. We're going to hang out. And by the way, I'm going to give you a little leak. You ready? I will have my NASCAR truck that I will be racing Saturday at Kansas. It will be right beside me at my booth. The whole ass truck. Do not touch it. All right. All right, boys. So don't miss it, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Flux, what's up, baby? Come see me, Flux, at Raleigh, North Carolina. All right. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited. Will you start it up? No. No. I will not have a means to warm the engine for 2 hours beforehand. You can't just start up a NASCAR stock car. The engine will just not, it won't last very long, because you can't cold start those things. You got to heat up the engine oil to around 180 degrees. You let it simmer for a little while. You cycle the oil throughout the engine for a few minutes. Then you start the truck up. All right, boys. Anyways, we're talking about Asmongold today, getting absolutely brutally canceled. Teccone will be involved. I'm going to turn my heater off because I'm on fire. And also on the dock today, we have the 452nd Naked Snake in a row. Can we make it? Billy has already thrown down the gauntlet. Who can beat him? Not me. Where the hell you been? You literally are lost bullets. You're literally lost bullets because you've been lost to me. Where have you been, my friend? All right. So yes, this truck right here, by the way, just to give you some more context, this truck will be at the convention with me, right beside me. Yes, that exact same truck. It will not be a fake truck. Like sometimes they'll bring fake ones. It'll be this actual one. The same one. So I will be picking it up my damn self and driving it there. Luckily, it's only an hour away. Thank God for that. All right. Anyways, so you can come see it. Hey, Jeff on the road. What's up, buddy? My boy, Allied Cloud. Give him some love, dude. How you doing, buddy? All right. Here we go. It's time to have some good times today. Like the show. We're going crazy. Dude been making bank, playing golf, hitting local bars. Whoa, what's up? You making bank? You making bank, Lost Bullets? Does that mean the return of the Canadian Red Boy is coming? I got to pay my damn mortgage, Lost Bullets. You got to step up your game, dude. I'm totally kidding, man, by the way. All right, let's fucking go. All right, let's have a good time, boys. If you guys watched the show Monday, you know we were talking about Asmongold, and things were getting a little hairy. And not on the top of his head, unfortunately. That's a fucked up joke. I'm sorry. Look, I love it. Okay, I love him. But no, I do like Roach King a lot. A lot of people will get misconstrued because they're like, Camelot, how could you possibly clickbait me? And I'm like, because I love watching the chat. I love watching the chat melt down. It's what I live for. I love watching them. How could you do this to me? I am just a lowly viewer, and you have taken advantage of everything. How could you? Don't you know how much I've sacrificed? That was the wrong button. I'm sorry. Mr. Black Star! Hey. Shot red. How that southern weather trying you, Chief. Man, it was raining last night. Oh my God, dude. Let me paint a picture for you. It was raining last night. It was 2 a.m., pitch black. All I had was the moonlight coming in through the skylights in my master bedroom. My master bedroom's roof is like glass. Don't ask me why. The old people I bought it from were way over the top. So I go in there. There's this chick laying there. It was just cheeks. Bro, I heard the thunder, the lightning, the fucking dripping down the fucking glass. And then I heard Phil Collins. Oh my God, dude. It took everything. Everything. All right, anyway. And by cheeks, I mean my cat, Butt Cheeks. I literally have a cat named Mrs. Butt Cheeks, by the way. Speaking of Mrs. Butt Cheeks, wow, Vin Lee, are you fucking kidding me? You spent my last $4 on a white monster? Wait, you have the GAD. You shouldn't be drinking white monsters. You'll take one sip and be like, I wonder if everybody hates me. Stop! Vinley, stop! I can feel me coming in here. Oh my God. Oh, all right. Lost bullets. Wolf's friend says I'm delusional. Well, yeah. Where have you been? I don't know. You tell me. The Red Boy's back. Take my money. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Come on. All right. Okay. I apologize. My blood pressure's boiling. Thank you, Lost Bullets. The Red Boys have returned. They have returned. Thank you, Lost Bullets. We love you, dude. Cody being delusional. That would never happen. That would never happen. I'm intelligent, man. Hell yeah, Chucky. What's up, baby? Hey, Michael Maroots, 2 wins coming this Saturday. Wait, what 2 wins? Oh my God. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Thank you. Oh, Michael Maroots. You still here? Dude, you should come to Raleigh, North Carolina, June 7th and 8th. I'm going to be a guest at the Game and Geek Expo, and I'm bringing my truck. And by truck, I mean my race truck. The real one. Not a show truck. The actual boy. Lost Bullets. By the way, Jeff on the road. He's on the road. I'd rather him be on my face. I mean, in my passenger seat. Oh, thank you, dude. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Let's go racing, boys. He's channeling his inner DW. Oh, my God. Nick Brodsky says, shit, I'm 2 hours from Raleigh. Dude, come on. I'm going to be giving away free shit to you. Free. And you can use code CHASE20 to get VIP discount, baby. Oh, my God. Thank you, Jeff. I love you, Jeff. We are now almost halfway to Naked Snake already. Oh, my God. Can you believe it? Thank you, Jeff. Shigar Fox, my man. 60 months. God diggity damn. That's years. That's years. Why are you still a member? For years. How could you? You still watch my dumbass? Look at everybody in the chat. Everybody hates me. Everybody hates me. I tell you guys to follow me on Instagram. Hey, man, I need some followers on Instagram to help me out. Not a single one of you motherfuckers followed me last stream. Zero. How could you? All of you are basically Wolf's friend. You're friends with Wolf's friend. How could you? Diecast. Gabriel Knight, thoughts on the new GTA 6 trailer? I think it looks great. Thank you, Zach Diecast. Appreciate it. Oh, shit. That's a great point. Diecast is in here. Thank you, Skate Tim. We love you. Diecast is in here. Let me see if this is going to... I don't want to pull up any nudes. If you guys bought my book, the VIP version of my book, guess what? Guess what? Are you guys excited? Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Look at this beautiful piece. Woo! Everybody that got the VIP version of my book will have an individually numbered diecast. One of 50. One of 50. Let's go. It's gonna be cool, man. All right, anyways. Reiki Knight says, awesome, they got you approval to bring a car to show off. Yeah, I was very surprised. I called just asking. I was like, hey, man, I have a crazy ask. Can I bring my race truck to this convention? And my owner was like, yeah. And I was like, what? Okay. Hey. Oh. Ah. Shyway Norris says he broke the beam when he stepped on it. He broke the beam? Asmongold weighs 8 pounds. Damn, that's sad. Flux. You coming to Raleigh, Flux? Come to the convention. Be with your friend. Are you gonna make it? You know what, Bram Montana? Shut your ass. I got time for you. Thank you, by the way, Jeff on the road. And thank you, Lost Bullets. Appreciate you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys are goated. His house is just in Disparera, Shy Norris. Why not? Now look, Shaway Norris. Why does Asmongold? Why does he not sell his house, buy a mansion, and be done with it? It doesn't even have to be gaudy. It can be like 800 grand or something. Lamau. Like that would be easy. He makes that in a month. Fuck, dude. Come on. Get out the Roach King's house and move into something nice. Ain't that big a deal, dude. It was his mom's house. That's fine. That's fine. I moved out of my mom's house when I was 20 or 19 years old. I was 19 when I moved out of my mom's house. It was a trailer. You don't see me being like, you know what? I'm going to go live in the trailer again. And be like, I love this trailer because my mom was here. No. I will move my mom into a big house. And if she's not alive, I will move her memory into a big house with me. That easy. He saves his cash. That's not saving your cash. Okay. You got to have some context to how much Asmongold makes. If you roughly did the math for 2 seconds, you'll realize that Asmongold makes unfathomable amounts of money. Not just a lot. Unfathomable. Like you wouldn't even be able to fathom that shit. Asmongold makes more than I make in a year in 1 week. And I don't make a little bit. I make pretty damn good. Asmongold makes that in a week. There are 52 of them bitches in a year. Asmongold is making $40 million a year minimum. Minimum, dude. Bruce Thanks says you gargle period blood, dude. What? What? All right. Hold on. Now? I didn't tell anybody about this. How'd you find this? How'd you find out? I have not told anyone about this. I can fathom a lot. I doubt it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I get it. Asmongold he's got that he's got a lot of sentimental value in that house. What I would do if I was him is keep the house and buy a mansion. But just keep the house. And then if you're ever feeling weird, you still got the house. You know? So all right. I could retire with 40 million. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. All right. His roach army lives like kings. That is true. That is true. I can shake the feeling that he's suffering from. Oh, well, yeah. Now, look, to be fair, like to Asmongold, now look, I know he released a really good video where he talked about how he was going to start working on himself because he said that stuff was getting really negative, which was pretty cool. And when you have like hoarding issues and you have hygienic issues and you have like diet issues where you just fucking eat Wendy's 24/7, you don't clean up after yourself, you don't bathe, you don't groom, you don't take care of your surroundings or anything, you're definitely suffering from some sort of depression, right? So, I don't think he would disagree with that at all. But I think he's working on it because the older you get, I feel like the more life experience you get. And when you're already successful at something, like he's obviously cracked the code, he's very committed, he likes what he does. And the more he does it, the more he'll be able to navigate other places of his life. That's why I always tell people to go to the gym. Cicadia mania. I'm like, go to the gym. Because once you get really, really good at, lifting and dieting, you'll carry on all that because you'll become obsessed with it because you'll see results. The second you see results, everything changes. A year goes by, you'll start applying that to everything in life. When I got in shape, like I got in really hyper shape when I was 27 years old. My ex-wife left. It was kind of weird because I was in great shape, but she dipped the hell out, and I'll just use my commitment to the gym to put in resumes, do interviews, left my old job, got a new job, making triple the amount. And I was like, you know what? I want to start YouTube. I've always wanted to. So I used the same thing to go do YouTube. YouTube took off instantly, and I've been doing it for 6 years now. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to race in NASCAR. I have no idea how I'll ever do it, but I'm going to try to go have some fun. Bought a car, built it myself, took it to racetracks, got noticed, raced for a couple years in short tracks around the country, got noticed more, got invited to a test, got my license. 3 years later, running NASCAR. And now I'm like, now I want to run full time. I want to do it every week, and I want it to become my main occupation. And that is the plan. Because I did it last year, but I want to do it again the next 3 years. Minimum. Thank you, Cicadia. All right, anyways. Let's continue. I ramble a lot on streams, okay? There's not a lot of form. There's not a lot of method to the madness. Big fantasy series next year. Not full time, but yeah, I'll definitely make some starts. All right. Oh, and by the way, before I get into anything crazy, I am racing at Kansas Motor Speedway Saturday night under the lights. Turn on Fox Sports and watch the NASCAR race. We're going to go hard. Very excited to take the CAMELCAST truck out and go hard. We got a lot of good people on board. We got Allied Cloud. We got my boys over at Flux, Auburn Designs, Lead Bath and Showers, Aeon Water Technologies, Cayman Tool Corporation, Rocket City Remediation, Lux. You guys know who you are. You're the best around, and nothing's going to ever bring you down. You know what I'm saying? All right, another top 20 incoming. Let's hope so. We're just going to go hard. All I can do is go hard. All right. Golf mommies do that to me. Hell yeah, baby. I tell you what. I agree, Brandon. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. All right. What happened this past weekend? We finished 19th at Texas, which is a career best. It was a crazy race. We should have did a little bit better, but I got a penalty on pit road. But we still scraped up 19th. Can't be angry with that. Good finish. We're going to move on to the next one. To the next one. Yeah. All right. Let's start off the show. Fort Worth, KZ. We were at Fort Worth, Texas. You racing Arc Friday? No. I thought I was going to, and then I got relinquished of the duty, and I was like, whoo, thank God. Because I didn't know how quick my flight was going to be or if I was going to be there in time, and I was kind of stressed out about it. So I really like to focus on just one thing, you know? All right, here we are. Here we come to baby day. So to start it all off, Hasan Piker has claimed to have canceled Asmongold. Now, Hasan operates under the rules of 2016. Still, and to this day, which is very interesting, he's not seen the growth, and I'm going to say the growth because I do think it's positive, the positive growth of the left. Okay? Now, conservatives, what have you, people on the right, what have you, doesn't really matter. They always kind of operated with the same kind of reactionary tactics. People on the left were operating under the, I'm going to find tweets from 10 years ago of you saying a slur or maybe a joke, and I'm going to get you fired from your job and removed from the planet, i.e. canceling. Now, luckily for us, for all of us here, canceling is over. It's died out with the exception of like committing actual crazy felonies, right? So that's a good thing, you know? So you actually have to do bad shit, like legitimately bad shit, to be yeeted from a platform or yeeted from the public eye, or have you. So that being said, Hasan operates under the 2016 tactics of, I'm going to call you racist, and that's the end of it. Although his entire platform for the last 6 months is people like Frogan saying, I hope all these people get PTSD and all these other people get killed. That's totally fine and totally not under the racist purview. Why? Because when you're on the left and your position is a morality-based position, technically you can't be racist, you can't be evil, you can't be sexist, and you can't be a genocider. Luckily, those things are changing. Really? They're changing. It's all happening right in front of us. Thank God for that. But people are still trying it. You'll see people all day on every single content creator's Twitter posting screenshots of a tweet from 5 or 7 or 8 years ago saying, you said this about a gay guy. You should be fired and lose all your sponsorships, right? And I think that's really lame. And luckily, it's gone. Most of the time, canceling is completely gone. And I think creators have learned to lean into it, right? Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. And then you're good. That's how it works. Never apologize. Step number 1, if you apologize, guess what happens? They kill you. Sacrificed at the altar of woke, right? So that's what we're trying to avoid. But Hasan is running a campaign currently for canceling Asmongold right now as we speak. Literally right now. And he's bringing on other creators to try to help cancel Asmongold, right? Luckily for Asmongold, canceling doesn't really exist in the current form as it used to 5-6 years ago. And also, Asmongold will tell you immediately to your face that he doesn't give a shit. And he's going to do it again. And that is the one way you can survive getting canceled. That's the one way. It even worked back in the day, especially now. You can be like, you said this. Does not matter. No one gives a shit. Especially when you're on the side of, Hasan Piker. And I don't know if you guys watched that, the debate between him and Ethan Klein. Holy shit balls. I don't really care for Ethan Klein. Never really cared for him. Or Hasan Piker. I watch Asmongold sometimes. Hasan Piker and Ethan Klein never cared for him. Okay. The only thing I liked from Ethan Klein was that weird tongue twitching video of the guy mixing the shit. That was funny. But other than that, never really cared. Now, Hasan, whew, that dude in that debate was so dumb that it was unfathomable. I am not hyper intelligent. I am not of a massive intellect. Okay. And I don't really keep up with the current thing that I'm supposed to be pissed about, right? I don't really keep up with it. I got a lot of shit on my plate right now. But Hasan Piker, his entire job is being a political commentator. And the dude, when pressured over any information, completely cracks under the pressure and just starts screaming like a valley girl, which is the weirdest thing about Hasan Piker. And I'll never understand that. Completely beside the point, I don't know why Hasan Piker sounds like a valley girl. Why does he sound like? Can anybody tell me why? He sounds like a SoCal valley girl when he gets mad. Oh my God. You're so racist, bigot. Oh my God. You're stupid. Oh my God. This is a 30-something-year-old man. And he sounds like a 16-year-old girl from 2005 in SoCal. Why? How did this happen? Very interesting. Very strange. But at any rate, let's jump into this. So Hasan's doing it currently as we speak. We're going to pull up the footage. Twitch is there for Asmon to make his videos for YouTube. Correct. Now, the only reason Asmongold even uses Twitch is to get is probably because it exists. And he already has the platform to be able to click go live on, right? If his Twitch died tomorrow, it would not affect Asmongold at all, in my opinion. He would start Asmongold streams on YouTube and then just do the same thing he's doing and make the same or if not more money. Because Twitch, in my personal opinion, Twitch is completely irrelevant. Twitch decided to not innovate. Twitch decided to not get with the times. And Twitch leadership decided that trying to have sex with their female creators and having little parties with their little pseudo celebrities was more important than actually improving the platform, as you can see currently from their leadership right now as we speak. So yeah, Twitch is irrelevant as shit, right? I agree, Dungeon. I completely agree. 305 until Naked Snake and Super Chats. Big shout out to some people in the chat. Billy Hatcher, I love you. Lost Bullets, my Canadian brother, I love you. And Jeff on the road, I appreciate you guys. We are a gold and an orange boy away from a rainbow night. Thank you guys. All right, let me put my earbuds on and we'll start the show. I'm having a good time, guys. I'm having a good time. Okay. All right. Yeah. Hasan Piker. He does own a mansion in LA. Yeah, he does. I don't have any patience for Hasan Piker. All right. You can shit on Hasan Piker all day, but it's kind of meaningless because he shits on himself. Right? The dude unironically lives in a mansion in LA that costs millions of dollars, drives supercars, and then tells you should support a socialistic society that doesn't allow things like that to happen. It's no different than billionaires telling you money is not everything. Money doesn't solve your problems. Try going down the interstate in a Ferrari with a frown on your face. The reason they do that is to remove you from competition. 100%. Stargazer says he just role plays communism. 100%. 100,000%. Jack off hippo in the chat. What's up, Culture Clash? Hey, dude. He tells the sheep he controls 100%. You know what Hasan Piker is, Black Sheep? Hasan Piker is that black dude from that one episode of Black Mirror where he goes on stage and is freaking out. I don't know if you guys remember. Thank you, Helena. I love you. The episode, it's like season 1, and they're on the bikes, and they have to run these bikes to give energy, and they get points, and they can spend the points on stuff. And then the black dude goes and does the audition to like get out of the like slavery world, and he just freaks the fuck out. And then he gets his own show, and he's just basically pretending to freak out all day so he can be that guy that gets money and doesn't have to be a slave anymore. That's literally Hasan Piker. Except that guy had a moral grievance with himself and was always kind of questioning what he was doing. Hasan Piker doesn't give a shit at all. He wants your money. That's all he cares about. He wants to party with pseudo celebrities, driving Ferraris, and he wants your money. That's all he wants. Doesn't give a shit about anybody else. Okay. All right, let's go. His father's a billionaire. Yes. So technically, KZ, though, here's what people will say when you say that. Here's what they say. Oh, no, technically his father wasn't a billionaire at this point in his childhood. Right? So basically they're claiming that he wasn't a billionaire because his father wasn't a billionaire for like 8 years or something. I don't really know the data behind it, but that's how it worked out. So if my father, for example, was a billionaire and then filed for bankruptcy and lost everything and got a felony and had to restart, and then 2 years later or 8 years later or 10 years later, he was worth $100 million again because he knows how to do it, I wouldn't be from the streets, okay? Like, I'm from the streets. Hasan's the same kind of guy that pretends to be from the streets. No one believes you, bro. Come on. All right. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. Appreciate you. See what happens when you change from gaming to entertainment? God, fucking ginger. Yeah, Hasan pulled in Tectone's father, acting like Teccone condoned it. Yeah, so that's how that works, man. Dude, Vinley, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Look, you can condemn Tectone's father for doing some crazy shit at one point in time, right? He got charged for it, whatever, you know. You can not condone that behavior and also not condone Hasan's bullshittery. You can do both. But see, in the world of public opinion on the leftist side, if anybody around you or anybody you know or anybody related to you has committed some kind of atrocity or what you consider to be atrocity in the past, then you are at fault and you should lose everything. Right? That's how that works. It's called cancel culture. And Hasan is still acting like 2016 is happening. And it's not. Teccone will not suffer anything from that at all. Night Call says, what did Tectone's father do? Teccone, from what I understand, and we'll pull it up here in a second so I actually can give you better context. From what I understand is his father was charged with sexual assault at some point in time. Not Teccone, his father. Okay? So I don't know the story around it, and I will find out here shortly because we'll go over it. But that's basically the idea behind it, and Hasan is using that to try to prove that Tectone's bad. Because people on the left, right? It's not what you did, it's what your group of people did. It's not what you did, it's what your ancestors did. It's not what you did, but it's people the same color of you, maybe, that did that, maybe. I don't know. Right? Unless it's you with your head on a pike. Then nothing you've done is wrong, and you face zero accountability for anything. Luckily, thank God. Ginger ruined Nega Snake. Bro, we're almost halfway to Nega Snake. What are you talking about? Arikis! What's that, dude? I don't take anything Hasan says seriously. Yeah, well, like I said Monday, he's a character. He's 100% playing a character because when he does a debate, he gets absolutely nuked into orbit because he has no idea how to answer any question or defend any point. Because when he's on his stream by himself, he can just say crazy shit. And most of his chat are children, so they can't really refute anything. And if they do, he's going to ignore it. Or just call him stupid. You're stupid and racist, right? But if he actually has to debate a competent person, he gets nuked into orbit because he's not, I don't think he's even passionate about what he's talking about because he doesn't have any, he doesn't do research. He just says shit and starts screaming. Reactionary. I agree, Bruce Campbell. All right, so let's watch this. This is Hasan is collabing with guests trying to bring down Asmongold. He brings on social media fashion influencers, which sounds like what Hasan Piker would do because somehow he's a communist / socialist creator, but he brings on media fashion influencers. He's obsessed with material goods, material wealth, and material possessions, yet believes in a society where none of that can actually exist. Very interesting. I'll never understand it. And I don't understand how his viewers don't log in and see shit like that and be like, wait a second, he's fucking fake. Right? How do viewers not open a Hasan Piker stream and see that he has fashion influencers on there, which represent an extreme indulgence in inflation in actual material goods, and they think that he believes what he says? Hasan Piker will unironically upload a video of him bragging about having a supercar and standing in front of it with designer clothes on and tell you that you should get the fruits of your neighbor's labor. That's insanity. How do they not see that? But I digress. Justin, hey Cody, can you shout out my Send Go titled? Wait, bring my family home. Hey Cody, can you shout out my gift Send Go titled? Titled? Bring my family home. What are you talking about, Justin? DM me on Twitter. You want me to show a gift and go? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you, dude. I think that's what you're saying. If so, yeah, send it to me on Twitter or something. All right, here we go. Yeet. So he brings on social media fashion influencers and detours to complaining about the Roach King. He also spent 20 minutes convincing them he's racist. Shocking. Here we go. All right.
YouTube 12 hours, 580,000 views. Yeah, Trump finally answers the big question. 992,000 views. This is just his clip channel. Hold on. There's more. Let me show you his other channel, his YouTube channel. Where the fuck's his YouTube channel? He has another one. This is just a clip one. Dude, I love showing people that are just completely oblivious to this side of the world, this shit. Latest video, Kanye's back. 65,000 views 50 minutes ago. He posts like peaceful protest got so much worse 22 hours ago. My honest reaction to Content Cop about this Content Cop. He can't stop talking about me.
What is he like?
What does he say?
Like, what does he say that people? So, because you said that people that live like this, like that's what resonates.
Yeah,
like the living in a disheveled and disgusting.
Says based a lot. Sometimes it says, there it is.
So, have you seen this pattern yet? Hasan Pike, where's the context? There is none. He's just like, yeah, he posts videos. Look at him post some videos. What is your main drawback, Hasan Piker? What is your grievance with Asmongold, Hasan Piker? Do you have one? Or are you just saying, yeah, he's making videos? What he's saying is he's posturing to his chat to go after Asmongold. Because, again, people on the left, for some odd reason, think anything is a reasonable means to an end because they support the idea of a greater good, which means harassment, doxing, and death. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, some people on the right. Yeah, sure. There's some extremists on the right that follow the same shit, but it's not socially acceptable. On the left, for some reason, it's socially acceptable. Need I remind you that over 70% of registered Democrats in 2021 supported putting unvaccinated people in quarantine concentration camps on U.S. soil? The leftist ideals come from a place of superior morality, meaning you can die if it improves the lives of others. But they don't actually believe it. They're just proving to their family and friends and people online that they're better people than you. Better people. They're just better than you. They care more. They really care about the environment so much that they spend over $1,000 on a phone that the parts were mined by 7-year-old children in other countries. They're the same people that say, we need a higher minimum wage. We're paying slave labor in this country, and that's just not okay because I care about other people more than you. Oh, by the way, we shouldn't deport people because they're picking our crops. And they're the only people that will do it. And they're getting paid a slave wage, and that's okay because they need jobs. Same exact people say the same two things. Two things that completely contradict each other. We need a higher minimum wage, and we also need people working for slave labor that are illegal so we can have our crops picked. Same people say that shit. They believe the same thing. How do they reconcile it? They just scream and call you racist. Unbelievable shit. Jadine, where the hell you been, Jadine? By God, Jesus. The children yearn for the mines. Please give money to Cody's comic. Get the salty version and some t-shirts. Why do I not? I don't shill it enough, do I, Jadine? Thank you, Jadine. I appreciate you. I'll bring up my comic book here in a second. Thank you, Jadine. I love you. Jadine. We are now a gold boy from a rainbow night. Can you feel it? I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. Do you feel it coming in your hair tonight? Oh, Lord. All right, Jadine, I love you. Thank you, Jadine. I love you. All right, let's continue.
There it is. That's it. He watches
What?
Asmongold is officially North America's most watched streamer so far in 2025. He currently has more hours watched than Kaisen and I Show Speed.
Way no.
Holy shit.
What I don't understand. Are they just gassing him up? Wow, he's so popular. Why don't I have more viewers? Because the actual average person doesn't agree with your insanity. The average person doesn't think that a 6'4", 230-pound dude should play rugby with 5'6", 125-pound women. And I don't think anybody should, right? Most people don't. 95% of people don't believe that. That's all right. That's okay. Okay? They're not worried about hurting your feelings. Okay, we're past that shit. Okay.
Says the R word a lot.
Oh no. Oh no. Asmongold says the R word? Kill him. Hasan Piker, the guy that talked to actual terrorists on his streams and condoned torturing people because, that's fine. It was just a couple people. Totally in favor of torturing innocent people, right? But you better not say the R word. The morality is insane. Where's the morality? Where's your moral compass even lie? Okay to torture people. The R word's too far. What?
Yeah. Based.
Based.
You just gotta watch over Trump videos and say, yeah, based. Oh, here he is.
Doing this thing with like these deportations where they bring in like celebrities to deport
Now
people.
it's actually wait a minute.
Do you understand why I'm so black-pilled?
This is making a bit more sense to me why people become right-wing grifters, because it is that easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, he like doesn't give a shit about any of this
this
stuff.
is a problem.
Everybody's a grifter except me, everybody. Everybody else is a grifter. I'm honest and genuine. Okay. Every other creator on earth is a grifter except me, everybody. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. By the way, we're 260 to Nega Snake. What's up? Oh, Hasan Piker. What a silly willy. But wait, there's more. He's having a bad week. Let's be fair to Hasan Piker. He's having a real bad week. Okay. He's having a real bad week. He lost a debate to Ethan Klein in the most terrible way possible. And now he's angry at Asmongold and every other creator that's streaming the debate and saying Hasan got clapped. Because Hasan got clapped. Because Hasan is supposed to be a political commentator and an intellectual. But unfortunately, if you watch him debate anybody, you realize that he's actually just a dumb guy that says, oh my God, you're racist over and over. And then 9-year-olds are like, damn, he's right. Thank God for teenage audiences, right? Oh God, what a goober. All right, let's continue. Where am I? Help somebody. Paladinian says you're the biggest GameStop grifter. That's for damn sure. What's up, Sean Smith? How you doing, baby? His massive ego got bruised. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Well, he doesn't want anybody to question him because his entire audience won't do that, even though they see that he wears designer clothes, has designer fashion influences on, has supercars, lives in a mansion, and they completely ignore all that and then listen to him just babble with no filter and absolutely no one pressing against his ideas. And then the second somebody does, he can't defend it and starts freaking the fuck out like a crazy person. Right? And then the mask slips, right? The mask will slip off. And then a lot of his viewers are like, wait a second. He can't defend his ideas at all. And then they get confused, which only hurts him in the long run, in my opinion. In my opinion. Right? And people use the word incel. They're all using the word incel, right? Keep in mind, if you don't believe in ultra extremely violently leftist views, then you're just an incel and you don't have sex with women. Which is hilarious to me because it's basically boiling down everything into who has sex more. And the people on the left calling people incels are putting the sex, putting value on the amount of sex you have, which is inherently like locker room talk and supposed to be not totally cool at all with the left. But then they end up using that for their entire explanation for everything. Putting a value on women and sex is wrong. I am a leftist. Also, you're an incel. That's a derogatory statement towards you because putting a value on sex and you not having any makes you a loser because there's a value on sex. So you can just believe both now. It's wrong. And also, I have more sex than you. What? It's like an obese man making fun of another person for being obese. Makes literally no sense. If you start calling people names, you've already lost, my friends. You've already lost. That's just how it is, man. It's always wealthy people who desire socialism. It's, Carl, it's not wealthy people. It's the children of wealthy people, Carl. Now, let me elaborate on that just a little bit before we pull up this next video. So, where is it? Where the hell did it go? Carl? Carl! There it is. So, this is a very, very easy thing to unpack, and I can unpack it for you in 2 seconds. It's always wealthy people's children who desire socialism. Why is that? Wealthy people who are first generational wealthy are always more conservative, and they're always about bettering themselves, right? For some reason, second and third generation wealthy people desire state complete control. Why is that? A, they've never had strife. They don't know what it feels like to be fulfilled. B, they've never had to take care of themselves, right? So they think the government should do that because their daddy did it for them. Therefore, the government should take care of everybody because I've never experienced strife. I don't have the perspective of actually making my own situation better, right? A person that's worth nothing and becomes a millionaire is the person you should always take advice from. The person that grew up in a millionaire family and is trying to tell you how to live your life and give you advice on anything is a person you stay away from like they're a fucking venomous snake. Because every piece of advice they give you will not work for you because you're not in that situation. They always advocate for complete and government state control because that's what they're used to. Complete and utter support from the king of their own small local government, which is their parents. Right? Because whatever government forms, they're always taken care of, and they were always going to be taken care of. And they're also the people that if things get really bad under the new society that they advocated for, they can just leave because they have millions of dollars. They can just dip the fuck out. Everybody else in poverty that you were advocating for that are now getting killed in the streets, yeah, well, go fuck yourself. That's how it works. Oh my gosh, my neck is popping. It be popping. 260 from Naked Snake for the 452nd stream in a row. Lost Bullets. I love you. Appreciate you. Jadine. We are one gold boy from a rainbow night here in this beautiful last stream. Let's make music together. I want to cover this real quick. All right. A little bit of Idubbbz, a little bit of fun Idubbbz tidbit in the middle of all this god awfulness. So, in the same thread, Idubbbz claims Ethan is an incel or the king of incels in his new clip that was released. Now, keep in mind, Idubbbz, just for a little bit of context, Idubbbz used to be a guy that said the N-word openly and willingly, created his entire following off of being edgy in a comedic, timing sort of way. Then he got married to a violent, raging feminist, and now suddenly Idubbbz is a violent, raging male feminist. Shocking. It's almost like he let vagina completely change all of his opinions because he doesn't have any actual opinions. His opinions and beliefs are formed by the people around him that he wants to get something out of, i.e., sex. What's even a little bit funnier, if we go a little bit further, Idubbbz took his wife's last name when they got married. It's pretty fucking cringe. Look, I don't really have an opinion. Okay. If you don't want to take your husband's name, if that's what you want to do, that's completely fine. Okay. If it was me, I have preferences. You do not have to adhere to these preferences, but I do. If I'm getting married, you're taking my last name. If you're not okay with that, we're not getting married, and I'm okay with that too. It's just a boundary and a preference that I will set day one. Very easy to navigate. Okay. It's not my choice, it's yours. My choice has been made. So pick yours. Now, that being said, if you don't want to take a name and you're not me, that's completely fine too. But a man taking his wife's name, that's too far, and we need to put an end to it. I don't even know how that's legal. Come on, Idubbbz.
And by the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
Excuse me?
Because I'm going to fuck him for her?
Ethan's so cringe. His comedic timing was negative 1,000 with that one.
No good?
Okay, Ian?
Him.
Right.
Anissa reached out to me.
You know, the first time that you made the Anissa the cuck joke, it hit
what
really
happened?
good.
Well,
And
what
I feel like each subsequent one we're getting further and further.
What was wrong with the one with that? I thought that
it just sounded weird, kind of creepy.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, and keep in mind, Idubbbz is claiming he's an incel. Idubbbz, by the way, Idubbbz, the guy that openly lets his wife have sex with other people, is not the incel. Please give me. Idubbbz is the quintessential reason, the phrase, I will do anything for a crumb of vagina. That's why that phrase exists for people like Idubbbz. Donna, plug your merch more. I'll have, okay, ooh, Donna, by the way. Donna, by the way, letting you know that I will have exclusive merch only available at the Game and Geek Expo. Being designed currently. June 7th and 8th. It will only ever exist there. And there'll be individually numbered stuff that I'm giving away to people that show up at my booth. And you won't be able to miss it because my NASCAR truck will be sitting right beside my ass in the convention center. Thank you, Donna. I love you. I love y'all. I agree, Night Call. Yeah, you know what? I'm cool with him leaving the spectrum.
How can I be an incel? I have 3 kids. I'm married.
Well, the reason that people on the left call people, and I shouldn't say people on the left. There's nothing wrong with people on the left. It's far leftist commentators. Normal leftist commentators, I feel like don't really play by these rules, and that's much better, right? But extreme left commentators like Idubbbz and like Hasan Piker, they will call people incels with no meaning behind the word incel, right? There is no meaning to the word, right? So if you don't know what incel is, it means involuntarily celibate, right? It's putting a value on sex, but it's used in a derogatory way by people on the far left, which makes no sense because they're like, you don't put value on sex and body count. But then in the same sentence, we'll call somebody an incel, which is putting value on sex. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's usually how these things work anyway. So that being said, right? So they'll call people an incel. Somebody that regularly has sex and has children, they'll just call them an incel. And it doesn't make any sense, right? Call them racist. That's easier, I feel like. You know? It's easy, and I think there's a place for incel for sure. Like Billy Hatcher, totally incel, right? Totally fine. Right, Billy? Oh. Donna says, I can't attend the conventions. Can I still buy? I don't know. It depends on if I run out, which I might. Keep in mind, the merch is going to say Game and Geek Expo 2025 on it. Like, so it's specifically for that. I don't care about being one. At least I could talk to women. I doubt it, Billy. I've seen how you talk to women. I've seen it.
How can I be an incel? I have 3 kids. I'm married. Literally whatever, dude. Yeah, I see when I first said it, it definitely sounded bad. But, you know, we landed the plane. And listen, the plane landed, okay? And it was beat up. That thing was beat up. It was missing wings. The
Any
fuel
landing
tank
you
was
survive is a
leaking,
good
but
landing.
we got out.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Jewish.
Jewish. Ethan has Tourette's. I can't believe I felt bad for you. Oh, God. You guys are so funny. These people. Hey, hi, Ethan's Attic. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. He's watching, clearly.
Yeah, one thing about Ethan's joke, you have to have correct timing, bro. You have to have correct timing, and his comedic timing was terrible, right? Okay? His comedic timing was terrible, you know? Idubbbz over here calling people an incel all day with no meaning for the word whilst taking his wife's last name whilst I talk to Anissa in my DMs right now. And all she says is how much she loves my giant titties and she wish Ian had giant titties. That's what she said to me. I have the screenshots to prove it and pictures of her and my ass cheeks touching. Okay? It's all about comedic value. Okay? And he ain't got it, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Ethan. Rest in peace. So as a result of all these crazy things and Hasan Piker's attempt at Asmongold being canceled, okay, as a result of this, Asmongold is floating the idea of leaving Twitch forever. Why? Because Twitch leadership is more interested in having parties with their pseudo celebrities and trying to have sex with their female creators. You know who I'm talking about. You know, instead of actually improving their platform, which is not entirely shocking to me and not entirely shocking to find out why Twitch is being left behind in the dirt, you know, in favor of other apps like YouTube and like Rumble and like Kick. But that's just me, baby. Let's continue. Nightcall says, hey, brother, your stream is all right. Subscribe. Hey! Oh, my God. We got a subscriber, bros. Thank you, man. Thank you, Nightcall. I love you, dude. By the way, we're 250 from Naked Snake, and it's a rainbow night. Thank you, Donna. It is an official rainbow night. We can hear it all around the world. They're screaming it from the rooftops. They're taking their drawers off. Hail to the king, baby. Let's see what my boy Asmongold has to say today.
You know, I'm sure some of them do. I know Google does, right? For example. But it's time to move, right? So for me, like, this is how I'm viewing, like, going on another platform, is that I have considered strongly, like, moving and, like, multi-streaming. And I think that I probably will start multi-streaming. And then I just don't have to worry about it as much. And that way also people can watch from other places as well. Because I do think that it will increase the amount of people, like, total that are watching.
That and the fact that he won't have to adhere to anything going on at Twitch. If you can get a big enough following from all these other platforms, and trust me, Asmongold has the reach to do it, then he can completely forget about the dying platform that's Twitch. I am so tired of people coming to me, Cody, successful YouTuber, and I'm using the phrase very loosely. Cody, why do you not stream to Twitch? Because the platform sucks. Cody, can you give me some advice? Yes, upload a video every day, stream, and have a good time doing it, and don't have a lot of dead air, and have subject matter that's fun to talk about that is also relevant to the world. And they're like, okay, Cody, I will gladly do so. And then I see them start a stream on Twitch playing yet another Battle Royale video game. And I'm like, why do you not listen to my advice? How do I do better on YouTube? Okay, I will do none of those things, and I'm going to go to Twitch and stream to one viewer for no reason. Why? Guys, you do not get big on Twitch without also already having a following somewhere else. That is how Twitch works. Even Twitch leadership will tell you about this. There's no algorithm for growth. Start on YouTube or somewhere else, and then move to Twitch if you want to go be on that garbage-ass platform. That's how easy it is, everybody.
Right. And so, like, I'll probably do that to an extent. But please, I can't wait to leave Twitch. Well, I don't know. I mean, right. I mean, I think people can watch either on Twitch or wherever. Like, to me, it's all the same. Like, what I really care about is like YouTube and doing stuff and doing well on YouTube. I think that Twitch streams in general are kind of irrelevant.
100%, 1,000%, billion% Asmon Roach King. Agreed. Very easy to put that out of the gate right there. Twitch is a dying platform. Twitch is irrelevant. Start on YouTube. It's as easy as that. I have friends that start their first stream on YouTube playing Oblivion. They don't know how to talk. They have bad camera settings and bad mic settings, and they still get 20 viewers. And then they get better at it, and then they get monetized, and suddenly they're successful. What we all strive to be. I want to be able to go to Vegas at the drop of a hat. My favorite strip club. And the only way to do so is to start on YouTube, baby. What's up? Ashley, oh my God. I love you, Ashley. I appreciate you, Ashley. Ashley, the hottest girl in my chat right now, with the exception of Art the Clown. I appreciate you, dude. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. Oh my gosh, what a good person. What a beautiful person. Thank you, Ashley. We love you, Ashley. We appreciate you, Ashley. We are over halfway to Naked Snake, Ashley. Oh my God. Oh my God. Billy, your math is terrible. There you go, Billy. You corrected your mistake. I appreciate that. All right. Let us continue. Let us continue. Oh my God, we're going to have a good time tonight, boys. Ethan Klein denies Hasan's claim that he was the reason for Lena Ayad's withdrawal from Creator Clash. Says Ayad would still be fighting if Ian released the content cop post-fight, which just goes to show that Hasan is like, you know what? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's totally Idubbbz's fault, which agreed. I agree with Hasan. Definitely Idubbbz's fault. But still, perpetuated by Hasan Piker. Get Asmongold on the show. Asmongold ain't going to come on my show. Asmongold gets more viewers than me if he farts. Which is, I'm not dogging him at all. That's great. I wish I could fart and get fucking 100,000 views. Yeah. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Or do turn on camera and pass out for clicks. Oh, you talking about Darakuda. Darakuda. My boy. I get to see him very soon. Let's watch this one real quick. Hey, we're almost at 300 likes. Holy balls, boys. Mr. Cage Gaming.
Relinquished control over Creator Clash 3, a boxing charity.
Do I hit him with one of these?
That they had put together a third year.
I heard you guys had to relinquish control. Fucking got him, dude. We got him, bro.
Row after Ethan got Lena to drop out. She was supposed to fight.
What an insane fucking thing to say with zero evidence. Ian knows that I didn't force Lena to drop out. We've explained what happened in detail, okay? You all fucking forced her to drop out. Give me a break, dude. She would be fighting if you didn't drop that. If you dropped that video after the event, she would be fighting in it. No question about it. No question. And that's kind of your fault, don't you think?
Lena is one of the relinquished control over Creator Clash 3, a boxing charity.
Do I hit him with one of these?
That they had put together a third.
Poor Hasan. It's not my fault. No way, no how. Billy says, no way Hasan can win in a boxing match. I don't know, man. Hasan's a very large person. If Hasan actually put the work into training, I think he would be probably competent. The issue is Hasan putting the work in. I doubt that's going to happen, right? Hasan isn't passionate about anything, and the reason I say that is, and this is not a dig at anybody in the chat, okay? But usually, and I'm just saying usually, when you grow up wealthy like Hasan does, or did, and is, you don't generally have passion for anything. Okay? You don't generally have passion for anything. So, boxing and to train and to try to digest all the information and tactics that go into it, and conditioning and all that, you would have to have some passion. Right? And Hasan's not going to have that passion, in my opinion. I'm already offended. Shit. Night Call says I boxed a bodybuilder. Muscle don't mean shit if they don't know how to fight. 100%. But muscle does mean shit if they know how to fight, right? So that's kind of like the difference. You know, and I'm not talking about a bodybuilder per se, but I'm talking about somebody with size on them that's competent or can learn to be competent. They can be dangerous, right? So I'm saying Hasan, you know, he's a bigger dude. You know, he's in relative shape. He got muscle mass on him. If he actually was passionate enough to go in and fucking train for a while and try to learn everything and actually use that and utilize it, he'd probably be all right. Now, would he be beating fucking pros? No. But could he win a celebrity match? Maybe. Right? So there's levels to everything. And that's the unfortunate truth with the common man. And I don't use that in a derogatory way, right? So the common man, or I don't like to use the word normie because people get pissed at it because it sounds derogatory, but it's not, right? I'm a normie in a lot of aspects, but there's levels to everything, right? And normies don't understand this about almost anything. There's levels to skiing, there's levels to swimming, there's levels to lifting, there's levels to boxing, and there's levels to every single professional sport, auto sport, chess league, doesn't damn matter what it is. There's levels to all of it. By and large, normies don't get it. They don't get it. Every single day on my Twitter, on my Facebook, and on my Instagram, people tell me that I suck at NASCAR and they could get in a race car tomorrow and beat me. People that have never been in a competitive professional auto sport or racing environment or ever on a track will say that to me. Because they don't understand. They just don't get it. If that were the case, anybody could just jump in and go. And that's not how that works. You need thousands, and I mean thousands of laps to get up to speed, especially in a professional auto sport. Thousands upon thousands of laps to get up to speed. And even then, you got to have talent behind you. And even then, you got to have, there's just so much stuff that goes into it. And people think, oh, I could go out. There are people that unironically think they could go out there and beat Max Verstappen in Formula One. They're sitting on their couch eating their damn Dorito fucking Flamin' Hots. And they're like, oh, I could go out there and beat Max Verstappen. Bitch, you couldn't even fit in the fucking car. Okay? It's crazy. But I play iRacing. Bro, don't get me started on that shit today. Don't get me started on that shit. I'll freaking throw shit. People unironically believe that them racing and iRacing makes them ready to race in a professional sport. It's fucking crazy. Crazy. I had probably 1,000 races on iRacing. First time I got in a car, I was very confused as to why everybody was lapping me every two laps. Wait a second. I feel like I'm going fast, but I'm apparently not going fast. Then you got to learn how to go fast. And that takes a long time. You know, takes a long time. If there's a professional sport out there at all, you're not going to be good at it unless you're already in it and you're already learning and you're already training. You know what I'm saying? It's a very easy thing to digest. But anyways, that being said, Ashley, I love you for the goal, boy. We're halfway to Naked Snake. Thank you so much. Speaking of Formula One, is your seat molded to fit you? Yes. Yeah. Well, Mr. Cage Gaming, is the thing about iRacing is people take that shit so serious. They take it so serious. And it is fun. Like, it is really cool. It's a really cool tool, and it's really fun. Especially lately, they've got it pretty tight, but it doesn't translate to the track at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. So there are actual people out there that are iRacing pros, and they come and test a car at a racetrack or do an exhibition race at like a short track, and they get waxed because it's not what they think it's going to be. Red bandana, what's up, buddy? Did I see you on a panel somewhere? I saw you on a show somewhere. Maybe it was Side Scrollers, maybe? Resident Evil fan. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. All right. All right. Let's continue, guys. Like the stream, halfway to Naked Snake, couple red boys, and we're there, boys. Otto Ramel. Cody sucks at driving. I've messed iRacing. I would kick his ass IRL. That's probably true, by the way. Hey, have you tried that whiskey yet, dude? I have, and it's great. I've tried the cream and the bourbon. Yeah. So, dude, thank you for coming to the race, man. That was so fun. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. You're a cool ass dude. Some people I have to hang out with the races, like Billy Hatcher, terrible. But you were totally cool. So I was glad you were there, man. Thank you, Otto. Let's continue. Otto Ramel coming in strong with a gold boy. 230 on Naked Snake. Very funny, Billy. Look, Billy, I gotta roast you. Okay. Billy, I have to roast you. It's what I live for.
I can read this real quick. It's very bad faith and dishonest to make it look like he has the moral high ground to look better. Yeah. And this is really what I'm saying is that I just want everybody to see that, like, and again, Hasan is doing all of this. He's retweeting people that are trying to call me a mom murdering cockroach. And he's using Palestinians as a shield for this disgusting behavior. That's what he's doing. He uses causes and he tries to make like, oh, well, why do you care about this? Because like it's the genocide that matters. Well, it's because you care about it. You're the one that's starting it. That's it. And it's like nobody can criticize you because you think that you have some greater agenda that makes you beyond criticism. It's outrageous.
Yep. It's exactly what I was talking about. The moral posturing of content creators. I guess, yeah, commentators on the like extreme left. None of their positions can be challenged because it's morally based. Therefore, it's for the greater good. Therefore, nothing you could say could ever matter. Even if I'm wrong and you prove me wrong 100 times, doesn't matter. My positions are moral. That's why it's very interesting to watch two leftists debate each other. Like the Ethan Klein Hasan debate. It's brutal because your moral superiority clause in your belief structure goes out the window. Hence why everybody was clowning on Hasan all week. All week. Because he looked like a dumbass. What can I say? You know? What can I say? That's so mean to Billy. Billy knows I love his ass. I feed him, take him everywhere. He's pampered like a big old baby when he comes to the racetrack. Come on. Victory Lane, exotics. I give you a run on any short track in the country. I have a lot of short track experience, though, and I'd say we had to set up each other's car. Well, I will not be setting up nobody's car. And also, yes. Now, okay, short track. If we were in like a stock car to short track, you're gonna get wrecked. Not like literally. I mean, like you're gonna get lapped, bro. Sorry. I'm a professional. On dirt, you would probably smoke me for sure. Dirt's completely different. It's completely different. Although I enjoyed the hell out of it in Illinois when we did it in ARCA. But, that being said.
It's outrageous. It's disgusting. And he's using Palestinians like Hamas. I'm not going to even go. I'm not even going to go there, right? Like, I don't even need to go there. It's just disgusting behavior. And it's a massive. And meanwhile, Teccone got banned for calling Frogan fat. That's right. And so, and keep this in mind, by the way. So he's retweeting, he's calling Teccone a generational familial obligation to rape. He's retweeting people that are talking about saying that I murdered my mom and I'm a cockroach, right? He's doing all this stuff. Meanwhile, at the same time, Teccone gets banned for 2 weeks. That gets reduced, to be fair, for calling Frogan fat.
That's how quick it is. Again, Twitch and their favoritism. right? You're allowed to call for the deaths of people on Twitch as long as it's the right opinion. But you can't call somebody fat when they're fat, literally, right? So, Victory Lane says dirt's for racing, asphalt's for on cars. I don't know. Jokes aside, I've never really been a fan of dirt racing. I mean, I've done it, I done it when I was younger, and then I did it in ARCA. It's definitely fun as fuck when you're able to kick it into a I guess you call it a slide. I don't fucking know the dirt term, but you kick it sideways and you're able to control it through the corner and then come off the corner like sideways like that. I really like that. But nothing will ever trump running Charlotte 185 miles an hour on the outside in turns 1 and 2. Nothing will ever top that feeling. Ever. Getting a run off turn 2 down the backstretch and gaining 4 car lengths on the person in front of you at 190 miles an hour going, nothing will ever top that for me. I love it. All right. BBBB. XQC type shots at Hassan after Piker brought up gambling and said he told lies to his audience. XQC getting based. It's kind of fun watching all these creators just absolutely nuke Hassan. It's just so fun. I love it, dude. I love it. I have a date tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to race. What does that mean? Oh, Art. Wow, Art. What's wrong with you, Justin? I saw your message on Twitter just now. I'll pull it up here shortly. Thank you. I love you. Halfway to Nega Snake, by the way. 240 away. 230 away. Auto Romel. 230 away from Neck and Snake for the 452nd stream in a row, boys. Thank you. I have a date tomorrow with some White Claw. Respected fat exist. Butterbean. We love some Butterbean. Now, I did not know that Butterbean got like to 700 pounds or some shit. Did you guys know that? Butterbean, the freaking heavyweight boxer that would knock dudes out and was in Jackass, like became like violently morbidly obese after his career. Like violently, almost like I think bedridden. I had no idea. He has since lost most of the weight and he's training. Other than that, yeah. Mr. Anderson, I work at a dirt track in New Zealand, or is that NZ here? And nothing beats V8 Superstock teams racing 5, B5, first team over the line, wins contact. Anyone can race fast. Anyone can race fast. Oh my God, boys. Look, I'm not going to pit like racing disciplines against each other. I respect all of it except for drag racing. But do not say that a certain form of racing is better than another form of racing when you have no perspective of the other form of racing. You know what I'm saying? I have raced on dirt. I think it's cool as fuck, but it's not my preference. I've raced in super speedways like Daytona and Talladega, different discipline. It's pretty fun when you're going through the pack, but it's unpredictable. Not my favorite. Racing 1.5 miles in NASCAR is easily my favorite thing, bar none. Second being about a 1/2 mile short track, maybe a 3/8, right? Though that's what I dig for sure. But that being said, if you've never done it, you can't say, oh, it's better. You can't, because you've never fucking done it. Have you ever bump drafted at Daytona? No. You ever went 190 miles into turn 3 at Charlotte and hit the bumps and got sideways and then passed them on the outside? No. Okay? No. Damn you. No. You hear my voice breaking, Mr. Anderson? No. Oh, it's much more entertaining race sport than just racing. That's a completely opinion based. I think my favorite auto sport to watch is Formula One. And, I don't have the perspective of being inside of it, but I fucking love it. I love watching Formula One. This year kind of sucks because my boy Max is getting wrecked by freaking McLaren. But still, Love it. My second favorite is definitely NASCAR, easily, hands down. You know, have you heard of the High Elves? Have you heard of the Drinking Bros podcast? They seem like they'd be a perfect sponsor for you. They have a seltzer out called Hard as Fuck. You could rep. Hey man, I'll message them. What's up? Thank you, Cyberpunk. Appreciate you, baby. Formula fast. It sure is, baby. It sure is. Unlike law student said, why do you not respect drag racing? Let me rephrase it. I don't not respect it. That's kind of a shitty thing to say. I just don't have any interest in it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to be around it. The reason I say that is because it's not driver based, right? That's the one thing about drag racing. It's not driver based, it's build based, which is totally cool. I'm not interested in the build part. Did that, not interested. I've done the engine thing. I've done the fucking build thing. I've done the suspensions. I've set up my cars with scales, cross weights, 54 left, 51 front. I've done all that. I am not interested in that part. I'm interested in driving. You know, drag racing is just reaction time. If you got your reaction time down and you're a professional, you're already on the same playing field as everybody else that's a professional. Once you get into the upper echelon, okay, the upper echelon of drag racing, like Top Fuel and crazy shit like that, every driver, if they have a reaction time that's capable, every driver's up to scuff. It's all about build now, right? And I'm not really hyper interested in that, right? So, you mean drag racing is not drag queens in the track field? Anyways, yes, I mean drag racing, not drag queens, not drag queens. All right, let's continue. We're 230 from Naked Snake on this beautiful, illustrious Wednesday before I fly to Kansas. Woo! Bruce Campbell says drag racing looks like it has very low skill ceiling. Yeah, I agree. Now, I shouldn't say skill. There's levels to everything. What I'm saying is everybody that's already in the professional realm, they're all going to be capable, right? As far as NASCAR goes, you're going to have people that just don't find traction at certain tracks. And you can beat those people in a lesser like ride, in a less prepared, underfunded ride. You can beat those people. There are people out there right now that are in the top rides and they can barely run with the pack. And that's what's cool about like NASCAR is the driver has the ability to overperform or underperform. Same thing with Formula One, same thing with everything. We can see that with people like Max Verstappen running third or winning in Formula One when his teammate cannot even finish in the points, right? So I drive a performance car and open it up on the expressway is quite fun. It is quite fun. Yeah, in my R8, I dropped the gears. I loved it. R8 was fun to drive, you know. So all right, let's continue, boys. Let's get on to Teccone, boys. Teccone. And that's not knocking drag racing. It's just it's more about the build than it is the actual like driving. And I'm more interested in the driving aspect. So something that takes a lot of driving is what I'm all about. That's why I love Formula One. That's why I love road course racing. That's why I love NASCAR. Because you can make a big difference depending on where you're at. You know, same thing with dirt. Dirt's the same way. Obviously, a good dirt driver can freaking smash some peeps. But again, like I'll watch dirt racing sometimes on like Flow, but I'm not interested in doing it. You know, I like intermediate NASCAR. That's what I like.
There is literally a guy who goes live every single day and promotes terrorist propaganda every day, who's gone to a party with P. Diddy, a known serial sex offender on minors, a guy who has called the police on his ex-girlfriends just to harass them, a guy whose uncle is a sex pest, a guy whose father paid for the freeing of a man who orchestrated the terrorist attacks on October 7th, and the internet thinks he's a good guy. That's what's crazy. Hamas, Diddy, Osama bin Laden, Adolf Piker is revered as a hero. This is how out of touch the world has become. It is fucking psychotic. There is literally
a lot of great points. A lot of great points, man. A lot of great points. Oh, I'm freaking. Okay. All right. Baby oil parties. Yep. Yep. That is kind of weird. I wouldn't necessarily say Hasan being at a Diddy party like means he's, guilty of anything, but I also don't know if that also absolves him of guilt at the same time. It's kind of one of those weird things, One of them weird things. Let's continue. So, I don't know if that was before or after Teccone, like Hasan started going after Tectone's father, right? But let's cover Asmongold and the crash out. We're two red boys and an orange boy from a naked ass snake, boys. A naked ass snake. Oh my gosh, I'm worn out, guys. I'm worn slap out, boys. Oh my gosh. I hate the smell of powdery baby oil. Baby oil. Baby oil. Is that Joe Schmo? I saw. I didn't have the chat pulled up. Hey Joe Schmo, I love you. Says, hey Cody, here's hoping you keep the naked snake streak alive despite your assistant sabotaging the algorithm. Also, I love seeing Asmongold house because it shows his strong Catholic upbringing. Yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Joe Schmo, I love you, dude. Appreciate you. You are the man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's go.
I don't think that you don't need to like generational, like familial obligation to rape. What? Bro, like this is oh my god. I don't even know what to say. That line is nuts. Yes, it is. It's outrageous. I can't even believe this is what's happening. But there it is. Ethan did destroy him. I do think that he has been on a generational crash out ever since the situation with Ethan. I do think so. And he's totally been done.
Yep. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. He is crashing out. Crashing out. Beep, 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 beep. All right, let's continue.
Dialing things up, been completely going over the line. And I think that the reason why is very obvious. I mean, the debate made him look awful. It did. It made him look absolutely awful. If you look at 95% of the comments, they are against him. Now, on his video, I think that, more people support him. But let's look at all the views together. There is an overwhelming consensus that it did not make him look good. I ordered a Tempur-Pedic mattress topper, and
that's the thing, dude. And that's the weird thing with like far left commentators is the fact that they sit on a lot of these weird 85% opinions that no one agrees with, and then they're shocked that 85% of people say they lost their debate. The numbers don't lie; they're right there in your damn face, right? They're right there in your damn face. It's that easy to follow. That easy. Hey, 1-2 cent. How you doing, baby? I hope you're doing well, my friend. 1-2 cent. I still want you to come run an enduro with Pastrana. That'd be fun, dude. Look, I'm up for anything, man. I'm up for anything. The only thing I'm not up for is top fuel dragster because I'm not trying to die. I don't know if I'm brave enough for that, to be fair. That's one thing that takes is balls. That's for sure. Balls. Brad Arnold, lead singer of Three Doors Down, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I saw that today. That's rough, dude. That's rough. Pretty sad. Pretty sad indeed. It's a very sad time. I ain't trying to do it. I ain't trying to do it, boys. Oh, Kanye's back. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's pull this one up for funs, for giggles. Pikes Peak. That'd probably be pretty fun. Damn dementia. Damn dementia. What's up, Saul? How you doing, buddy? Thank you, man. 50 or 60 or 70 likes until 300 and 200 and 200 from Naked Snake. 200 even from Naked Snake, boys. We're closing in. I can't see anything. We're going to make it happen, boys. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Shit, again? Breaking. Columbia protesters are once again occupying the Butler Library while chanting from the river to Jesus Christ. Distributing Hamas propaganda and harassing students during finals week. Can we just please send in the National Guard and arrest these people? Like, what are we doing? Oh my God. Public safety is now saying protesters must present an ID or leave or face arrest. What are they doing?
They're having a party, man.
I don't even understand this. Get the fuck out, yeah. Oh my God. Long live the militant intellectual base, infidata everywhere until.
So is this a place that they're inside of a public place?
Victory, death to imperialism. What are they doing? Why is this happening all the time?
The funniest part about this is it's like a bunch of white kids. It's the funniest part about all this. Like, look, dude, whatever you want to do. I'm not dogging you, man. I'm not judging, but it's like, why is it always white kids on behalf of everyone else? Why? It's like, for some reason, it's white kids that are always doing everything on the behalf of everybody else. It's like, I don't know. USAID used to fund this shit. Yeah.
Columbia safety is not letting them leave without showing ID. Oh, sorry. Where's this audio?
I got to be honest. The drum beat's kind of cool, though.
Sorry. I didn't know where that was coming from. Public safety is not letting protesters leave without showing ID, saying they will arrest any of them who refuse. Strong message and strong move. This needs to end with accountability. Is this true? Nope. No more roaching. Oh, no more roaching out now. Uh-oh. Now we got some accountability. Oh, they don't like that.
Again, if you think your place is from moral position, everything's okay. What's up, Cody? Look up to Give Him a Ticket Lady. Give Him a Ticket Lady. Is that the lady that calls and claims she knows like the chief of police? And she's like, you're going to get arrested. And it's like, this is a public place. Wooly Shambler. What's up, dude?
Uh-oh. Yep.
At least they have a pretty cool chant. I don't know what they're saying, but it's just like, it's got a good beat, at least there's that. At least it's not like keep this hate speech out of this campus. Like there needs to be a little bit of rhythm.
See if there's any more about this that just happened, because this is all like literally this happened like 6 minutes ago. So this is what I think they should do. Every single person that did this, I think they should figure out if they were a student. And if they were a student, I think they should get expelled. And if they weren't a student, I think they should get charged for trespassing. That's what you do it.
Yeah, if it's not a public place, I think that's pretty easy.
And yeah, exactly. And if they weren't a citizen, I think they should get deported. This is crazy. Like what are we deport? Yeah, for sure, definitely. We don't need I don't want a foreign political agitator in the country. Yeah, straight up, it's insane. Like, what are we talking about? Why is this happening? Oh no, not more. Oh jeez. Oh God. Jesus. He's optimistic. Yeah, he is. Yep, and they're putting this stuff up. This is on finals week and everything. Oh, jeez. Jesus.
They definitely practiced the beat.
Man, they are having a bad time. Another crash out. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Time to shut it down. Oh. Yeah, let's see. I'm tired, boss. Well, they're not. Let's see if I can find any more of these.
I gotta ask. Look, whatever you like believe or blah blah blah, whatever you may believe, like, why are you protesting a U.S. college campus for like a Middle Eastern country? I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think out loud. Like, what is this? Shouldn't you be protesting over there? I don't really know. Like, I don't understand the passion behind it. But that's just me.
Oh God.
I like that dude's handbag. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh man. Man. And they're putting these. So these are not even like people that are part of the culture. They're just putting these on as cosplay for the protest. Isn't that disrespectful?
It is not disrespectful when you believe your position is morally centered. That's how this always works. Nothing you can possibly do is wrong if your position is perceived to be moral, right? That's how that works. Not respectful, not financial. If it's morally driven, and anything you can do is absolutely, totally fine, including and not limited to death.
Like, I are you kidding me?
Free Palestine!
Jesus. Oh my God. They're calling local Arabs in Israel for a violent uprising. That's what Infidana means. I don't know. But I do, you know what? I do like the idea of that it's a bunch of white people that live in this $100,000 a year school. And they're trying to like gas up Arabs across the world to start a war that they could die in. Yeah. Can I believe that a bunch of upper class white liberals do this? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Instantaneously. Without a doubt.
100%.
Why do people not retaliate against them? Well, because that's not how it works here. Jesus. It's another crap. This shit's happening every day now. Yep.
This is what happens when you aren't fine. You're not ruled by your own financial situation, right? Meaning rich kids, probably rich white kids, is all these people, to be honest, because they're not burdened by they're not financially burdened. Therefore, they can just like on a random weekday go out and like do some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta, bro. They gotta expel every single one of these people. They gotta do it. Yeah, this is crazy.
Leroy says, at least I ain't messing up traffic. Yeah, dude, that's the biggest pet peeve. Stay out of traffic, man. That's silly. For one, why are you stopping traffic? And two, why are you risking your life to do so? People will hit you, man. People are wild. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that if I am going down the interstate and there's like a bunch of people trying to block traffic, and I don't know what's going to happen if I stop. I have seen way too many videos of naive people stopping because people are blocking traffic, and then they get dragged out of their car and beat to death or killed. I'm going to keep going. Sorry. I'm not dying for you. So maybe I'll have to defend myself in court. But I won't be dead. That's the most important thing. I won't be dead. That's all that matters to me. I'm gonna be alive, boys. Alive, I tell you.
Yeah, Karen's away. Yeah, absolutely. Jesus. You see the hat? Why the masks? So they don't get caught. Are you upset because people have principles and stand against genocide? At least they're protesting the government that's aiding it, dumbass. You think protesting the government is standing in the fucking in a random library in a school? You think that it's not? See, this is the problem that these people have. People like that have, is that you think that any action that is portrayed as a resistance against something that you think is bad is justifiably a good action, like kind of in like a retroactive sense. Well, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's true. I think that if you perform a bad action and you do something wrong, not only are you not helping your cause, you're actually making it worse. So just because, like, and this is
because less people are going to support your cause now because you seem crazy.
The entire premise is like other people are complicit with the genocide. No, they're not. People aren't okay with this. Absolutely not. It's just it's such a it's such an outrageous thing to say. It's like there's just two dimensions to this. Yeah, there's people studying in the library, people trying to learn and do like get ready for finals, and you're gonna make this person like fail their class or like harder for them to teach or sorry, for them to learn and like study. Like, this is crazy. What would you think is a good way to demonstrate? By not actively disrupting these things, by not actively taking over public buildings and doing things like that. Also, and this is the problem that I think these people have, is that they think that the world owes them a place that they, and also like you can seek a permit for this. You can do it outside. You can do all kinds of things, but just.
Yeah, there's easily, there's a right way to do things. Like, maybe people disagree with your protest. Maybe they don't. That's fine. But there's actually a right way to do things. You can get a permit and do certain things and have a peaceful protest somewhere easily. But see, that's the issue, is it's not supposed to be peaceful. It's not supposed to be legal. It's not supposed to be done the right way, right? If that was the case, then there would be no issues right now. You know what I'm saying? Victory Lane Exotics, where are you going to be Friday, June 28th? That's the Enduro race with Travis Pastrana, Saturday 29th, Asphalt on Kalamazoo. Let me look. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Oops. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Let me look. I'm gonna look. See, now it's stuck in my head. Where'd you go? June 28th, 29th. I will be nowhere, apparently. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I will not be racing in the truck series because that's going to be, God damn, there's a month off in between those two races because that's Lime Rock Park. Lime Rock, thank you, Victory Lane. I appreciate you. Clay Ben Tree says these people are lawless. They're lawless, I tell you.
Because you're upset about something, it doesn't just give you a get out of jail free card to do anything that you want and be violent and destructive. That's not the way it works. I understand if you care a lot about a cause. It makes perfect sense if you care a lot about a cause. But if you're using that as a justification to destroy property, to shut down public buildings, or to be violent or intimidating people, then you are the bad actor. It's not that complicated. It's really not. It's going to happen in public space to attract more people? Yeah, I think so too. How many people are pushing to the right with their actions? I think that a lot of people are. I think that this will create more people who will be like against Palestine than for it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That's why you do things the right way, right? Because if you do things the wrong way, it's just going to piss people off, and that's going to push them away from your cause.
That's what my opinion is. I do think this actually creates the opposite effect because they view these people as effectively like bullies. Yeah, I agreed. Push to the right. Yeah, and that's the goal. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it would be the goal.
Don't worry. As soon as we're able to let you guys back in, we'll let you go.
Yeah, they're trying to get inside.
Yo, bro, is everybody? I need my stuff. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now people can't go get their stuff. Everything, bro. Like, yeah. It's undeniable that like there's one group of people here that are the aggressors. I'm so sick of people protesting for their countries in the fucking U.S. Well, I think it's fine if they want to protest for Palestine. It's okay. But when you take over a public building and you make it unusable and you don't have like any right to do that, then that's what the problem is, right? I mean, it's very clearly a big difference, right? And also, a university cannot allow this. Columbia's policies forbid it. Yeah, I mean, again, I think that they should absolutely, like Old Testament these people, right? Like expel them, charge them with trespassing if they're not students, figure out who the organizers are and charge them for, I don't know, something. Yeah, do whatever you possibly can. They aren't students. Well, then they shouldn't be there, right? That's it. These activists actively made me stop caring about whatever happens in that part of the world. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that feel that way, actually. And they'd have much more effect in Israel. How do we fund that? I wish we could. I mean, I'd love to find a way to send these people somewhere else. Doing so much to free Palestine by whining instead of fighting? Yeah.
That would be an issue. Now, look, you know, in an effort to be like a realist, these people don't want to go to another place, right? Because they can't get their damn Starbucks. That's the issue, right? They want the comfort of a, you know, relatively free nation, without the actual, you know, they want the comfort without the actual, without the, well, they want the comfort, but they also want the disturbance, right? They're not going to go over somewhere else for that, to do that shit. It's not going to happen, right? They need to get their latte.
I guess so. Trespassing, harassing students, disturbing the peace, throw everything at them. Yeah, I agree. They just victimize the nation and using it for any cause they want. Yeah, I think that's really what it comes down to for a lot of cases. Definitely.
Lock them in. Let the protesters out. You want them in. They've been barricaded up there. They want to disperse. Let them out. 400,000 dead.
Now,
see, here's the issue. Daniel Robinson. I think they should protest Palestine. See, that wouldn't last very long. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you. So here's the issue. Right there in that short little interaction that we just saw is the issue. And I'll play it again.
400,000. Let the protesters out. You want them in. They've been barricaded up there. They want to disperse. Let them out. 400,000 dead.
See, that simple interaction right there is what pushes people away. You're like, let the protester out, not let the protesters out, not an unreasonable thing. You have the protesters locked in, let them out, not an unreasonable thing, maybe, right? Okay, you know, like, okay, maybe some people want to disperse, whatever, you know, that's showing concern for the people that are locked in from a perspective. And maybe some people will be like, yeah, just fucking let them out, you know, get them out of there, right? And then immediately she's like, 400,000 dead, and starts chanting. Yeah, you fucking now you just lost the plot, right? Regardless or not, if you think you're doing something good or not, what is screaming 400,000 dead at the security guard doing? The security guard's just standing at the door. He got to go home at 5 p.m. so he can eat freaking dinner, hang out with his kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just such a strange thing to me. Why are you screaming at a security guard? 400,000 dead. He's like, what the hell are you talking about? Girl, I'm just trying to clock out. You know what I'm saying? It's so silly. It's just so silly, man. It's very weird. Like, I think there's an appropriate way to do things and to, you know, protest definitely for cause that you may feel like they're necessary. Yeah, sure. And you should be able to do that. But the disruption and the illegal antics are where it's going to push people away from your cause, right? His look says always like, yeah, dude.
Now,
what's up, Trippy? That lady's just laughing.
What are the odds?
Up there. They want to disperse.
What are the odds?
400,000 dead.
Oh, she crashing out.
400,000 dead. And this is how you treat us. You consider this an inconvenience. 400,000 dead.
Keep in mind, it's just a white lady every time. Thank God for white ladies that are saving everybody that's a person of color. It's this weird thing, man. Like, and I don't know. It's such a strange phenomenon. You know, and like, hey, man, look, they're allowed to protest. I'm not all about that. Now, as far as like, you know, going into a private place, that's different. Obviously, this is not really involved, but it's more the idea around why are like white women like screaming about this? Why is it that white women are the ones that think they're in charge of like saving people of color? You know, that would be the last person I would listen to, is somebody that's not actually part of the culture, not actually being affected by any of these things. A white lady? How is any of these issues like affecting you? Right? You're obviously well off financially because you're here and you're not at work. So like, why is this your problem? Why are you making it your problem? Right? It's very interesting. That's like that's like if you said if Martin Luther King is out there and he's marching, you know, back during the civil rights, he's like marching, he's speaking, and instead of us letting Martin Luther King speak, some random lady, like random white lady, just stands on the podium and pushes him out of the way, and she's like 400,000. You know what I'm saying? Like that's weird to me. Like, the reason the movement was so powerful was because Martin Luther King was bringing a very powerful message, and he was speaking it, and he lived it, and he was part of it. Right? That's kind of like it. Kind of misses the mark when it's like an angry, like young white lady every time. Like they're co-opting the movement to make it about themselves so they can like fill purpose. It's very weird. I don't really know. Amelia says, "Are you Jewish, Kim?" Bro, I'm a redneck man. I'm a redneck man. I don't even know what I am. I'm a redneck. My parents are both white, and my dad's rednecky. My mom, I don't know what my mom's just normal lady. I don't know the lineage, but yeah, we're redneck. You know, whatever. I never did the 23andMe. I was never interested. Yeah, Ashley. Right. You know, yeah, Ashley. Yeah. I agree. You know. Who? Amelia says, "Why do you care? Why do I care about what? Anything, or like watching a video? You know, I don't have a what's the word? I don't have a preferential opinion about the Middle East at all. Not even a little bit. I think we just shouldn't be involved at all. As far as like you know, Americans. The Jadine, I take the Ain. How the hell do you say that? Ain. Aaron? Ain. I keep seeing that name, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. Ain? Like the dog? Like the dog from Cowboy Bebop? Ayn Rand position. Israel represents modern society. Palestinians backward savages. Thank you, Jadine. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jadine. I appreciate you. I've never been to either place. I would not know. We're 160 till next snake. Arctic Sphinx. What's up, Ann? Like Ann. Oh, that's spelled strangely. Thank you. I appreciate you. That makes way more sense now. Thank you.
Fuck your finals. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
See, like here's what I think. If this was happening in the Middle East, a rock would immediately hit this lady. I'm just putting this out there. You know, right? And an Asian lady, another white lady. Like where are the Palestinians?
Jesus Christ.
Free Palestine.
Jesus. Fuck your degree. Yeah. Oh my God.
That was pretty funny. That lady said, "Get the fuck out of my face," to this person. This lady's just standing there. She's like, "Get the fuck out of my face." Oh my God, that's funny. She's like, "Get out of my face," and this lady's like, "Oh shit, fuck! I thought we were on the same team. Damn."
No matter what, we're not gonna stop.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, I got a feeling that you're gonna stop.
Well, okay. Here's a little bit of realism. That lady will stop for sure whenever the next thing happens, right? And that's kind of like how these things work. I feel like from being like a person on the outside that kind of watches like a new thing every year, is this lady will be at the next protest that has nothing to do with Palestine or Israel, right? It'll be Guatemala. I don't know. I'm just saying shit out in face. But let's say there's a conflict in Guatemala. She'll be at the next one with the Guatemalans. But there will be no Guatemalans, right? It'll be just her and her friends. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but yeah. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. It's the new thing. It's the new thing, right? The next thing, the new thing. That's kind of what they used to say. least they're not nagging some poor dude. That's the true Eureka's. Hey, that's a good point. It's a good point. All right.
I don't think this is going to last very long. Yeah.
But she doesn't have an ID. She has a C
She'll
license.
stop once she gets charged and expelled. Yeah, I think she'll stop then.
But not her press.
We're press
She'll stop when she's not invited to the next one, right?
and students. We can't.
So I actually said no press right now.
What if we just go into students?
No students are even being allowed.
Okay, that's your name, sir? So we need to know who we got this information from. So we need to know who we got this information from.
Put this on Twitter.
Every single person is acting like those people that get stopped and like just make things worse. Look, dude, I know you have a right. Like, you know your rights. And I know, like, they're asking for your ID. Okay. And I know you technically don't. You have a constitutional right to not have to give your ID. But just give your ID, man. Like, is you proving a point worth dying over? I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been pulled over before because literal random issue that had nothing to do with anything, and I could have totally refused my license. We've all probably been there. But my happy ass was like, here you go. And then I was able to leave like 8 seconds later. You know what I'm saying? That's like the kind of all these people. I need to know your name and badge number. The guy's like, I am a literal random guy. I do not have a badge. I need your name right now. Now. Beep. Oof. Man, I have dry skin on my nose, and I'm very annoyed with it.
I hope you got that. You felt this is our school. We're paying $90,000 a year to go here. Yeah, you don't have the right to take over. Like, we're paying to be here.
Are we taking?
We're paying to be. You don't care. Yeah, exactly. If you want to go mess up a few things in the street.
Oh God, this chick's gonna get her ass beat. What are you doing? No, girl. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's why she was pissed at this lady. This lady is not part of their team. She is the opposite. Oh my God.
I'm graduating with honors, bitch.
So?
I fucking did my work. I care about this too.
I'm never gonna have that chance because you're disrupting.
You're study harder. Hit the books, bro. You fucking do it to lie to us. Hit the books. If you care so much. Yeah, bro, this is the fucking library.
We're not allowing.
So let me get this straight. They're telling her to hit the books while they have the library shut down? What? How's she supposed to do that?
I got to put this out there. This chick's shirt is way too big. It's like a double XL. It's like a double XL, man. What the hell are you doing, baby? Come on.
You're not letting us have the chance that you had to study. We're never going to have that.
She just realized she lost the
Alan.
argument, and then she goes and calls her ugly. She's like, look, watch.
You're not letting us have the chance
Watch.
that you had to study. We're never going to have that.
Ugly. I didn't want to talk to you.
Damn, she called her ugly. She called her ugly. What's up, sports fan? Thank you, dude. How you doing, man? What are you doing? I wish my forehead was that small. Oh, Ashley, come on now. Your forehead's not that big. Jesus. By the way, we're $200 from Naked Snake. What time is it? Oh my gosh. It's almost midnight. We got a little bit left, though. We got about 20 minutes left. At least there's that.
Oh God, talk to that. I don't want to talk to you. Yes. So finally, she just gets got and just walks away. Honestly, the only surprise here is that she didn't start hitting her.
You have no arguments. You have no excuse. This is disgusting.
She's right. She's actually fucking right. She's completely fucking right.
Spring Hill says, just think about what I'm saying. I have no idea what you've been saying. What have you been saying? Summarize it again for me. Hope all is good. Can't wait to see you this weekend here in Kansas. Hell yeah, Kremlin. Hell.
No, but I need my stuff.
Man.
No, I need
That dude had a Bob Marley shirt on based. I like Bob Marley. She ain't a looker. Redneck.
Sir, was that the...
Oh, hi. Oh my gosh.
Man, nobody.
The guy's like, oh, hi. Oh, my gosh. I didn't know I'd see you here at the protest.
Can get in the library. She's 1v2ing with 10 toes down, making logical sense and taking them on. Respect. Yeah, definitely respect. Absolutely. 100%.
What does 10 toes down mean? I hear that a lot right now. What does 10 toes down mean? I'm trying to do it. Does that mean like you're committed? Is that what that means? I kind of feel like that was spoiled. With I'm putting my toes down, trying to make sense. I'm committed. Does that means like you're standing your ground? Oh my gosh, Brandon Keene. I said it right when you popped up. We're on the same page, Brandon. Thank you. Hey, why did they just say standing your ground then instead of 10 toes down? That's weird. 10 toes down made me think they were dying. The first time I heard 10 toes down, I'm like, does that mean they're dying? That kind of sounds like death to me.
Don't worry. As soon as we are able to let you guys back in, we'll let you go. Yo, bro, is everybody?
Nope. That's a nope. Yep. Look how many. What's this here? And the words on officers next seem to be Arabic. Well, I don't know about that. Finally, psychos are flush. Yeah, they got to find all these people and arrest them, man. They do, and just expel them and get them out. I think that if as soon as people like this start feeling consequences for it, this immediately goes away because they don't really care about these topics in a lot of cases, or maybe they do, but they don't care about them enough to sacrifice anything for it.
No, they care about what their friends think of them. There are definitely people within these strifes, these periods, stuff like that definitely do care about these movements for sure. I would say probably the vast majority of people at these protests are just doing whatever they think will make them look better in the eyes of their friends. That's what I'm thinking. Because I feel that's the human condition, right? Desperately wanting to fit in and be part of a community. And I think that's what a lot of these people are falling victim to. I don't think they're falling. I think a lot of people don't actually care. I'm sure a lot of them do, right? But, you know, I don't think a lot of them give a fuck, right? So, Ashley, with a go, boy! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thank you. I appreciate you, Ashley. I love you. Spring Hill says the Palestine movement's worth supporting for so many reasons. Asmongold's totally wrong here. What is Asmongold wrong about, Spring Hill? What is Asmongold wrong about, Spring Hill? Elaborate more on that, if you don't mind. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. I appreciate you. I love you. Krista McGough has arrived with the Norwegian Crones. My man, thank you so much. So much. Krista McGough, we love you and we appreciate you, my beautiful, beautiful friend. You're the man. You're the man. Spring Hill Jack says he's wrong about... Thank you, Kristen McGough. I love you, by the way. I love you. I've noticed a pattern when you watch this, dude. There aren't too many people super chatting. Does this homeless look make people think twice about donating? Well, Chris McGough, it's the vast majority of creators that have like 50,000 viewers concurrent. The thing we have to understand is 95% of those viewers are teenagers. That's how you get a big following. You're not going to have 35,000 concurrent viewers of 40-year-olds, right? It's always going to be, if you have a high number, it's teenagers. Teenagers usually don't have access to like funds and super chatting, right? So there's that. And when you do see that, like the super chats are crazy. For example, LawCal Live. I would argue LawCal Live, which is based around creators that have been around for 20 years, meaning that the viewers are likely 25 or older. Their super chats are insane, like 10 grand a show. And that's because their viewership is actually comprised of older people, right? It's why channels like mine, who have an average age of 34, tend to do, a lot better with super chats because people like to support the media that they're watching. People like to support my dumbass, and I don't know why, Kristen McGough. I'm not shaming you. I don't know why. I love you though. But yeah, Resident says I'm not a teen. I'm 32. Yeah, well, you're not. You're watching me. That's what. Thank you, Chris McGough. I love you. Thank you, man. Chris McGough gets us 100 away from Naked Snake, my man. Spring Hill Jack says hey, McHale man. He's wrong about arresting and expelling people for protected speech. The only standard is applied to well, that depends. That depends, Spring Hill. So I don't necessarily agree, but I don't know the context. So, for example, if this is a private place, so what's being argued here is Columbia University, the inside of Columbia University, the library is a private place, not a public place. Therefore, they would be trespassing, regardless of whatever cause you're protesting against, right? The correct way to protest is getting a permit and organizing in a public place, which is the accepted way to protest. Kind of like January 6th, right? Storming the Capitol, like breaking windows. The few amount of people that did that, they were arrested, right? Now, to be fair, a lot of people that weren't even involved, like people like cameramen that were just standing outside, they also got arrested. So that's kind of where it got really muddy for a while. But yeah, I don't have a single issue with protesting at all. But you got to do it right, and I feel like people on the left, in most occasions, they just don't do it right. And I'm not saying this cause is on the left, although it seems to be a little bit more left based. You got to do it right. I think that's the issue. Do it right. And yeah, I don't have any problem at all with people protesting for Palestine. I don't have an opinion either way or shape or form. It's just when people start going further than the actual right, that's when shit starts hitting the fan, right? That mean like what was it? What was that called? When people took over like an entire place in Seattle, that was one of them that was really strange. A lot of the BLM riots were definitely not protected speech, right? Like looting like a Walmart is not protected speech. That's just looting a Walmart. Does that make sense? So Columbia students destroyed property in 2020 for George Floyd and they were rewarded. How are they rewarded? They just don't do right. They don't do right. Is that Otto Ramel dropping a Red Boy? Oh my God. Oh my, that gets us technically $23 from Mega Snake, but still. The Chaz, yeah, Spring Hill, exactly. The Chaz. Otto Ramel, Mossy Horn, Burby Whiskin is Whiskin. Bourbon whiskey is awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Otto Ramel. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Otto Ramel, everybody. With a fat ass Red Boy. Mossy Horn bourbon whiskey is awesome. Thank you, baby. I love you, dude. I appreciate you, man. He's the man with a plan. Thank you, man. You are the man, dude. Big balls on my boy here. Big balls on my boy Otto Ramel. Giant balls. Top versus bottom is the battle, Amelia. 100,000% agree with that shit. That's why if we dig a little bit deeper, Amelia, and like actually want to get a little conspiracy about it, and I don't even think it's probably a conspiracy, but we like to say that. Most of these things are funded, in my opinion, to cause strife between left and right when really it's class warfare, right? So I agree with that 100%. Or else there wouldn't be $100 million going to random protests to fund things, right? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? It's like the duck running, the duck running. What do you mean? What do you mean? Or the goose. Or is it the goose? I don't remember what the fuck it is. Thank you, Otto. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. You are the man. Thank you so much, my friend. You are the GOAT. What are you trying to say? Thank you, dude. Does the homeless look make people think twice? Oh, Otto Ramel. All right. Thank you, buddy. We love you, dude. Maldy, Naked Snake with an orange boy. 23 away. Oh, my God. Thank you, Maldy, with a beautiful ass orange boy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. I think we hit Naked Snake, boys. I think we hit it. Maldy with the orange boy to save the day. Black Sheep. Thank you for coming a member. Appreciate you. Lost Bullets on the orange boy. 23 away. Lost has your back. The snake lives on. Ooh, shit. Wrong one. There you go. Thank you, Lost Bullets. I appreciate you, dude, so much. And Spring Hill Jack says, thanks for reading my message. Even if you don't necessarily agree, I guess I'm drunk enough to donate. Hell yeah. Just think about what I said. You're a guy. No, I appreciate you. Yeah, I so look here's how I see things, Spring Hill Jack. I do think that we have a tendency to say if you're not with me, you're against me, kind of thing. I don't know enough at all about the Middle East strife that that occurs in the Middle East. I don't know anything about it. I don't research it, never have. I'm not, and I don't take this the wrong way. I'm not particularly interested in it. I live in Alabama, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of empathy, maybe not. But I don't research it, therefore I can't say I'm for or against anybody, right? I don't know enough. I'm not particularly interested in knowing enough because I got a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? But I don't have anything negative to say about any side. I'm saying if you're going to protest, whether it be left, right, up, down, or center, there's a right way to do it, and I think that's what people need. And I think when you do it the right way, it brings people to your cause, and doing it the wrong way pushes them away. Does that make sense? Thank you, Spring Hill. Appreciate you, dude. Okay. You're not obligated to care about all the things in the World Files Archive. Well, that's the issue. Thank you, Spring Hill, by the way. There's so many people where I've said this to, and I'm like, they're like, I've told people I wasn't voting, right? Okay. Like there's been election cycles where I told my friends or other people, you know how passionate people get about elections for whatever reason. And I'm like, you know what, to be honest, I'm not really interested in either of the candidates or the parties right now because they both seem kind of silly. And I'm speaking maybe, I think in 2016 or 2012, I voted for Ron Paul in the primaries. But other than that, like I'm like, I'm not really interested. And they were like, oh, well, if you're not voting, you're part of the problem. And what they mean is, if you're not voting for the person I want, you're part of the problem. And that doesn't really get us anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So big shock, Spring Hill. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Daniel Robertson says, can you just get general admission for the expo, or just does it have to be a VIP? I'm pretty sure you can get general admission. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I wouldn't imagine it'd need to be VIP. See if the code works, Chase 20. Thank you, Daniel. I love you, dude. Daniel Robertson, the man with a plan. Joe Schmo says protected speech does not equal trespassing. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Protest in a public place on a sidewalk. Don't protest in the middle of a highway. I feel like that's obvious. I would never protest on the highway. I would probably never protest, but it depends on what happens. If shit gets wild, maybe. But definitely not in the middle of a highway, because 18-wheelers are big. And I ain't trying to get hit by one of them bitches because I'll turn into a pink mist. And I would rather not be the pink mist today. Right? Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you, dude. I love you. I appreciate you, dude. All right, boys. Let's do Naked Snake. I can't believe it, dude. I didn't even want to stream tonight. I was feeling really sickly earlier, but I got a little bit better, And they protest Capitol. Man, you know what I saw Spring Hill the other day, or today actually? I saw something today that was crazy. Crazy. The FBI director Cash Patel was getting was testifying in front of Congress, whatever it was, and the lady said that he was like complicit in the January 6th rioters that killed and beat several Capitol Police, and resulting in several deaths. And I'm like, no. Look, dude, you can be totally like against the January 6th or the people that were actually causing damage. You could totally be against that's fucking fine, right? The issue is you got to stop saying stuff that is going to immediately push people away from your cause. Just like what we're talking about today. Stop saying that rioters killed police at January 6th, because it didn't happen. And it's getting when a person will be listening to you intently, right? They'll be listening to you. January 6th, the rioters were bad. And maybe they're listening and they're on your side. Maybe they're waiting for the next thing. And you're like, yeah, they killed several police that day. You immediately lose all their support. Those people that were listening to you, that were like, maybe they'll say something, here I can agree. And then you say that, you immediately lose your support because it never happened. That's the one bad thing. Like, don't say stuff like that. Like, just say what happened. People, it's enough. People already disagree with a lot of things, or maybe will be on your side. You don't have to add lies onto it, because that's just going to piss people off. Right? And that's what's going wrong here. That's the issue. Daniel, love you, dude. Justin, thanks for checking out the Gifts and Go, man. I appreciate you being willing to at least check it out. Yes, I will pull it up. Actually, thank you for reminding me, man. I appreciate that. But thank you, Justin. I love you, dude. Let's pull up Justin's Gifts and Go. Where is it at? Stop sharing. Okay. Justin. All right. Justin's Gifts and Go. Okay. Justin has a Gifts and Go saying, bring my family home. I'm pulling it up now and putting the link in the chat for everybody considering helping our boy. That's always in my chat, being supportive. There's the link right there. Consider helping your boy out. We're going to pull it up right here. And then we're going to do some Naked Snake. So give him some love. Give him some love. Where is it at? Where the hell is it? There it is. Give him some love. Look at his beautiful children. There's his Gifts and Go right there. There's the link. Go click on it. Go check it out. Share it with your friends. And support the people that support my stream. I appreciate you, Justin. Okay. Austin says, you haven't seen you in ages. Hope you're okay. You haven't seen me in ages? Where are you at? Where are you at, boy? How have you been? All right. Okay. There's the link right there. Hope everybody sees it. Give it some love. Feel free to send it to me the next stream as well, Justin. I don't mind pulling you stuff up and giving you some love. All right. All right, boys. Let's do Naked Snake. All right. And that'll be on the replay for the stream as well. So let's do it. It's time for Naked Snake for all the boys. Thank you guys again for getting us there again for the 452nd stream in a row. Let's go. Here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready? Here we go. And then we're going to raid. Let's just pull it up real quick. We're going to raid. Why the hell is Cecil? Dude, Cecil streams 4 days a week. He needs to chill out for a second. Jesus Christ, Cecil. All right, we're going to raid melee games. All right, here we go. Here we go, boys. Naked Snake in the house. Thank you, Skytex, for becoming a member again. It's time. Forgive my hair. I got hat hair. Get ready. It's time. $452 in a row. Got it.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching on
my hair, bro. Oh God, it's bad.
But you're so supreme.
Here we go, boys.
Oh.
snake eater in my time. There been nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you, Ashley. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive for the day. Oh my God! I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 452 times in a row, boys. 4 years strong. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for all your love. You guys are the goats. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. Keep in mind, boys, we're racing in Kansas Saturday night in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Do not miss it. Turn on Fox. See me race. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then don't forget as well, we'll have a race May 23rd in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then June 7th and 8th, we'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina for the Gaming Geek Expo. Make sure you get tickets to it. We're going to be giving away some free stuff. So get on it, doggone it. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like the stream. We got 30 likes away. 30 likes away until we hit the big ass 300. I'll see you guys over on Melee stream. Make sure when you hit when the raid happens, the raid will be automatic. Say Cam Raid in the chat. I love you. I appreciate you. Big shout out to Lost Bullets, Otto Ramel, Kristen McGough, Ashley, of course, Jadine, all these, Jeff on the damn road, Lost Bullets, Billy Hatch. You guys know who you are. I appreciate you guys. I love you. I'll see you guys over on Melee. I'm gonna go eat me some chicken nuggets. Hell yeah.